We've all got that one mate who never has money for beers, but they own their house outright. Good morning and welcome to In the Car with Clint, episode number 48. We are fast approaching 50. Who would have thought? So yesterday I talked to you about treating money like blood and making sure that you have cash flow in your business. Oh, don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. And today I want to expand on it a little bit and talk about profit first to a point, and ensuring that you're starving yourself to make yourself rich. So the old mate down the pub, if you go to pubs, otherwise now maybe old mate who you go to have cafe lattes with, and then he doesn't have money or she doesn't have money. They've got money, they've just put it away somewhere so that it's there for them when they need it. That's what you need to do with your business. So there's a few things that you want to save for in business. One, the Australian Taxation Office. Now, some of you will look at the ATO as your enemy. They are not your enemy. They need the money. It's government legislated. You choose to run a business in Australia, you need to pay them the money that you need to pay them. So the first thing you need to do is make sure that your requirements to the ATO are being banked regularly. Now, I bank a certain amount. I think it's about $9,000 a month for Waterpro. Gets moved across into an account that I don't look at really and don't see. I can access it, but I generally can't see it. And that's there to pay Super, BAS, and IAS. So we've worked out the amount of money that we need for our staff wage, our staff's tax, the contribution of the tax, our staff's superannuation, and the money that the government will require from our income tax. Now, it's not always going to be perfect, but you need to get it close, because you're either going to have to just top it up a little bit at the end, or you're going to have a little bit left over and you can buy something else, or you can save it. The second thing you want to be saving for is opportunity. If you're trying to grow your business, there's going to be times in your life, and it might be 1, 2, 3, 4 times in your life, when something outrageously clear pops in front of you and you have to move on it and you need cash. Now, that could be the opportunity to buy an undervalued asset. It could be the opportunity to buy another business. It could be the opportunity to go into a new market. But if you do not have that cash in the bank, you can't do that. So you need to make sure you've got cash in the bank. Number 3, sometimes it rains. And when it rains, metaphorically, you need cash to cover your costs. This ensures you have a stable mental health, and it ensures that you sleep at night, because you're not worried about 3 months of drought. And if you're any good at what you do, you're never going to have 3 months of drought, but it's nice to have the cash flow there for you. So how do we do this? So you go to your bank and you set up multiple different accounts, and you'll have a GST account, and you might have a emergency account, and you might have a futures account, and you might have an opportunity account. It doesn't really matter. Accounts don't cost that much money, and you can set up automatic transfers for the money to go into all those accounts, and it's done. Now, you can just have one account and you just know what it is, whatever works for you. The advantage of that is your other bank account will never have any more money in it than your operating income. And what I find that does is it helps me get my money in. So when you look into that account and there's not enough money in there to cover your bills, or not enough money to cover your suppliers for the month, guess what? You move on it and you start making phone calls and you start chasing money. You don't become complacent. The great thing is all the other stuff's covered. And so you create this false sense of poor, and then you go do something about it. So that is my tip for today. Be the bloke at the pub that never buys beers but owns his own house outright, because he transfers money onto his home loan, and then when it's his time to buy, he's got no money. I'm sorry guys, I've got no money. More specifically, I've got no money in the account that I use to buy shit that I don't need. That's the difference. Thanks for tuning in to episode number 48. If you're enjoying this content, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to grow this channel to 1,000 subscribers, then I can start engaging in different ways, and I can get in front of more people. Obviously, I'm trying to help young business owners, and I don't mean by their age, I mean the business age, to shortcut to success. I'm a massive believer that there is an abundance of available money and success and that in the world. So I'm not shy and I'm not scared of losing what I've got. And you know, I've spent 15 years learning by making mistakes, and if I can help you by not having to make mistakes, then that is wonderful. Be kind to each other, and I will chat to you tomorrow morning.